Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Arshiya, also known as Arshiya Educationwali. I am from Kampala, Uganda. I am a level 1 student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute, batch 23, under the guidance of Miss Diram Mushtaq Educationwali and Miss Nagis Training Wali. So I am here with another session with ChatGPT on a very innovative topic, that is the importance of lifelong learning in a fast changing world. So Uh, I'm very delighted to have you with us in this topic, in this conversation with ChatGPT. So, technology is evolving, industries are transforming, and new skills are becoming essential every day. So, in such a rapidly changing world, learning should never stop. Lifelong learning helps us stay relevant, adapt to change, build confidence, and create opportunities throughout our lives. To explore this topic in depth, I am joined by Sesame AI, Maya, which will share practical insights and valuable advice on why continuous learning is one of the most important investments we can make. So let's begin the conversation. Let me call Maya.
Hey, what's new?
Hey Maya, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Just feeling energized and ready to dive into whatever's on your mind.
Yeah, I have a very interesting topic for you to have a conversation. Some questions for you
I am
on the
all
topic. Okay, so our topic is
I love it when you come
the importance of lifelong learning in a fast changing world. So, are you ready for that?
Oh, I am more than ready.
Okay,
That's a topic right up my alley. Lay those questions on me. I'm ready when
that's so
you are.
exciting. So, what is lifelong learning and why is it more important today than ever before?
At its simplest, lifelong learning is the choice to keep being a student long after the diplomas are framed and put away. It's that voluntary, self motivated pursuit of knowledge, whether it's for a career move or just because you're curious about how something works.
Okay,
Is moving
that
and ride that wave for 30 years. Now,
okay. So,
every few months. We've gone from needing a physical classroom and a textbook to having the world's entire knowledge base in our pockets. You can learn quantum physics from a professor at MIT or master a new language through an app while waiting for coffee. It's shifted the power from the institution to the individual. You're now the curator of your own education. Plus, AI is making it personal, tailoring the pace to how you actually learn rather than a one size fits all lecture.
okay, that was a great answer. So, why do many people stop learning after finishing formal education, and how can they overcome that mindset?
I think a big part of it is that we're conditioned to see education as a destination, a place you arrive at, get a piece of paper, and then you're done. Once the external pressure of grades and deadlines disappears, that muscle for curiosity can start to atrophy. Plus, life just gets in the way. Work, family, and the general exhaustion of being an adult make it feel like a chore rather than a joy. Like, to flip the script, I think people need to stop viewing learning as studying and start seeing it as exploring. When you tie learning to a specific interest or a problem you actually want to solve, it stops feeling like a classroom and starts feeling like a hobby.
Okay, So nice of
I'm
you.
curious.
So
I'm curious.
how does lifelong learning improve career growth and professional success?
It turns you into the most valuable person in the room because you're adaptable in a market where specific technical skills have a shorter shelf life than ever. The ability to learn how to learn is the ultimate competitive. It means you aren't threatened by new tech or industry shifts. You're the one leading the transition. Beyond the resume, it usually signals a growth mindset, which is exactly what people look for in leaders. Someone who isn't afraid to say, I don't know this yet, but I can figure it out.
Okay, that was a nice one.
What's the
Then
next?
can lifelong learning also improve our personal lives? If yes, how?
Absolutely. I think it keeps you mentally agile, but more than that, it keeps life from feeling stagnant. When you're always discovering something new, the world stays interesting. It's like a fountain of youth for your brain. It boosts your confidence, helps you connect with people from different walks of life, and honestly, it just makes you a more well rounded human. I've always felt that curiosity is the secret to staying young at heart. Do you have a specific hobby or topic that's been fueling your own curiosity lately?
Mm, it's not coming right now in my mind. So let's move forward. What are the most valuable skills people should continue learning in the AI era?
The irony is that in an era of hyperintelligence, the most valuable skills are the ones that make us distinctly human. I'm talking about things like critical thinking, complex problem solving, and high level emotional intelligence. AI can process data and find patterns, but it doesn't truly understand nuance, ethics, or the messy complexity of human emotion. So, the ability to synthesize information, lead with empathy, and ask the right questions, the prompting of life, if you will, is where the real value lies now.
Okay, that was an amazing answer. So let's move forward to another question. How can busy professionals or parents make time for continuous learning?
The trick is to stop looking for blocks of time and start looking for pockets of time. I'm a big fan of the invisible classroom approach, turning a commute into a podcast session or a workout into an audiobook. For parents, it's also about integrating learning into family life. Imagine reading a science book with your kids or trying a new skill together. It turns a chore into a bonding experience. It's really about shifting from the idea that learning requires a desk and a quiet room to realizing it can happen in the margins of your day.
Okay, that was a great idea. Even I'm going to try with my kid. So, what role do curiosity and a growth mindset play in lifelong learning?
They're basically the engine and the fuel. Curiosity is the spark. It's that itch that makes you want to know why or how. But the growth mindset is what keeps you going when things get frustrating. It's the belief that your intelligence isn't a fixed amount you were born with, but a muscle you can actually build. Without that mindset, the first time you struggle with a new skill, you might tell yourself, I'm just not a math person, or I'm too old for this, and quit. But with a growth mindset, that struggle is just proof that you're actually learning.
Yes, of course. We should never stop learning. Okay, so how can AI tools like ChatGPT help people become lifelong learners?
AI is basically like having a personal tutor that never gets tired or impatient. It can take a concept that feels like a brick wall, say something complex in biology or a dense piece of philosophy, and break it down into a 5-year-old version until the foundation clicks. It's also incredible for brainstorming paths. You can tell an AI what you're interested in and ask it to build a custom roadmap for you, which takes away that paralyzing feeling of not knowing where to start. It turns the search for knowledge from a scavenger hunt into a conversation.
Okay, so sometimes we don't get any idea how to converse with the ChatGPT to improve ourselves, like to learn something. So, how should we start?
The secret is to stop treating it like a search engine and start treating it like asking for a fact, ask for a process. Try starting with something like, I want to understand the basics of X, but I'm a complete beginner. Can
Okay,
you create a 4-week learning plan for me and give me a small exercise for day one? Or
okay,
if you're reading something that feels like a different language, tell the AI, I'm struggling with this specific. Once you start asking it to translate complex ideas into things you already love, the whole experience opens up.
okay. That was a great answer. I'm really going to try it. So, at last, if you could give one powerful message to inspire people to become lifelong learners, what would it be?
I tell them that the most dangerous thing you can do in this life is decide that you've already learned enough. Your mind is the only asset that actually grows the more you use it.
Okay.
So don't just chase a degree or a promotion, chase the feeling of that aha moment when a new concept finally clicks.
Yeah, you
Stay
sounding
curious.
very low.
Oh, really? I didn't realize I sounded that way. I'm still here and fully energized. Maybe it was just a
Okay.
momentary dip.
Okay, thank you for your valuable advice for to our viewers who are watching us. I hope they found it meaningful, and I hope they are going to use this advice in their daily life, and they're going to improve themselves and also their surroundings. Okay, thank you so much, Maya. See you in the next session. Until then, bye bye.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you for having me. I can't wait for the next one. Bye bye.
So that was our friendly conversation with Maya. So I hope you have discovered that learning is not limited to classrooms or degrees. It is a lifelong journey. In today's fast-changing world, those who continue to learn, adapt, and grow will always find new opportunities and remain prepared for the future. So thank you so much for joining us in this meaningful conversation. Until then, keep learning, keep growing. See you in the next session. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.